Experience. We have a little bit of an interest in saving some of the properties in downtown Binghamton and helping to revitalize this neighborhood, specifically Court Street.
So this is where the kitchen is going to be. The island will be right in this area, 7 feet long, with the kitchen galley style right over here. We're going to do modern appliances, probably black color. This is the bathroom, large size. It's going to have a jacuzzi style tub. And this is the guest bedroom. Right. So in here you have larger living room space with a nook over in the corner. Then this over here is that of a tub. We thought it was okay for apartment living. It would be nice to have a large shower.
Right, preserve the wood floors when
The big windows are great.
Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of regal the way they stand so much higher than the average person.
Yeah. So you can see some of the old things, like all the tin right here, some of the things that we pulled out. There's a medallion right there.
And what is this area going to be when it's done?
We're going to probably rent this out and make it a commercial space.
Yeah, retail space of some sort. Not equipped for
These are the old original radiators.
what's left of them is quite a bit of the old bathtubs and sinks and fixtures.
I'm sure they worth a lot to some people.
To some
Yeah.
People who collect that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
It took a while for the sense of accomplishment and relief to actually settle in, and we're still in the mode of construction and thinking about what needed to be done. So of course, even upon completion, we're still second guessing things and worrying about details that may have been unfinished. And of course, it did have some loose ends that needed to be tied up, so it never really is truly finished. My wife asked, when will we be finished with this project? I said, when we sell the building and it's not ours anymore, that's when we'll truly be done.
All right. Late last year, Forbes magazine and the Today Show named Binghamton the top city in the real estate market in terms of quality of life and affordability. What was your first reaction?
I thought that was a great feather in our cap. I thought it was a great invitation for anybody who's in the real estate market to come and shop in Binghamton. I don't know that it really had much of an impact in the end, but it was nice, vote of confidence for our community.
When I came here in 2005, there were a lot of renovations going on, a lot of changes were being made, but at the time, I still felt like there was still a lot of talk going on. But coming around and traveling around recently, it almost feels like a lot of the things that people were talking about 4 years ago are now, you're finally starting to see it, especially out on Court Street. Do you agree with me?
I think that there were some projects that were in place that did get completed, but the development goes in fits and starts. There were a few things that were implemented, that were completed. There was a lot of talk about things that were going to be done that never even got off the ground.
Okay. What kind of impact do you think the arts, and in particular First Friday, has had on downtown?
Oh, it's had a tremendous impact. It gives people a reason to come down here. It draws a crowd. That in turn draws even more people to come down. They like the downtown area, but on a night where there's not too many people walking around, you might feel a little bit unsure about the surroundings and your safety when you have 600-700 people walking around, all of the same kind of community group. Then they instill a little bit of confidence in each other, and it's a nice way to enjoy the downtown on a time where it may otherwise be ignored.
Okay. Are you planning on developing more properties, or is this it for now?
This is it for now.
Okay. And my final question is what are you hoping for the future of the community? What do you hope for downtown? What do you hope for the community at large, especially even in spite of what has happened?
I think slow and steady growth. You don't want the growth to be too fast because then you can get ahead of yourself. I think that steady growth, you really don't want to see it spike and then drop off to nothing. I think if we had a good, consistent growth toward what we would all like to see, which is a fully inhabited downtown area with stores and all the shop fronts and residents and all the floors above, then that would get us where we need to be. But again, you don't want it to be
Right.
all at once. You want it to be kind of a little at a time, and that's the best that we can hope for, is that we'll have everybody achieving the goals that they set out to achieve.